Hey everybody, Duck Number 8 Wooden Railway here, and today we are going to review Signals Crossed. Signals Crossed is a DVD with 5 season 18 episodes by Universal in 2014, told by Mark Morgan. My copy is right here. The front has a picture of Thomas and Toby at Knapford Junction with signals and a red and white title and a mix up and slips ups on the railway at the bottom. The side has the hit logo up at the top. It's red with that white and red title with the signals underneath it. You have your Thomas portrait down there and your Universal DVD logo and Universal logo down there at the bottom. And the back has the blurb right here. You have a picture of Thomas and Timothy at a signal. Bonus features are right here, and your Universal licensing is down here at the bottom. The disc is a squished up version of the front poster art. And the episodes on this release, we're going to talk about the episodes. They are Signals Crossed, Marion and the Pipe, Duncan and the Grumpy Passenger, No Steam Without Coal, and Thomas and the Emergency Cable. Most of these episodes are bangers, just like previous Bread Era releases, and as we review them individually, we'll talk about them. So, starting off with the first episode, Signals Crossed, which is what this release is named after, this is not one of them. I do not like Signals Crossed at all. Toby is not the right character he should be. He is completely out of character. I do not like this episode at all. Like, what's wrong with you here, Toby? What were Thomas and Henrietta trying to tell you? It's simple. I thought you already knew this by now, because, like, you've been on Sodor for, 30 years. Like, what's wrong with you here, Toby? You're better than this. Like, gosh. Marianne and the Pipe. This episode, I love this episode. I love Marianne's role in the episode. She is one of my favorite characters who was introduced in the previous special, Tale of the Brave. Her role in the episode was amazing. I love her role about digging and that kind of stuff. This episode, it's a great episode. I love this episode. Duncan and the Grumpy Passenger, another great episode. I love this episode too. This episode feels like a classic series episode. This is where Duncan returns into the show after 6 seasons of absence. Plus, he was mentioned by name in Don't Bother Victor from season 16. I thought that he was originally going to appear, but he never did. He didn't turn up until now, and I am finally happy that we have him back into the show, and I like his role. Every time I cross the tracks, my wheels rattle and my funnel shakes. And I have this one passenger who's always grumbling and complaining. I don't know if he actually says it like that in the whole episode, but I was just trying to make his voice, so yep. His voice suits him very, very well, and I loved his role in the episode, and it's just amazing. I love everything about this episode, as it feels like a classic series episode. We have a new character, a new returning character who hasn't been in the show for so long, that being Duncan, finally brought back into the show, and I love this episode so much. It is amazing. No Steam Without Coal. That's another episode that I really like. I love No Steam Without Coal as well. I love Bill and Ben's role in the episode and Timothy's role in the episode. A great Timothy episode, and I loved that Bill and Ben, their tricks were in it. They're the right characters they should be, and it is really, really funny. I love it. It kind of feels like maybe Bill, Ben, and Fergus from season 7, because like how I mentioned how Timothy kind of reminds me of Fergus when I reviewed Tale of the Brave. That's why. But yeah, I love No Steam Without Coal. It is a great episode, and I think that there's lots to like about it. It's just amazing. I love it. I love Bill, Ben, and Timothy's role in the episode, and that's what makes it great. And finally, we have Thomas and the Emergency Cable. Another great episode of season 18. This is one of my favorite episodes of season 18. This definitely feels like a classic series episode. I love Thomas's role in the episode with Annie and Clarabelle. It feels like a Thomas branch line episode. And that's the thing with some of these season 18 episodes. They feel like classic series episode, and I love it. This episode, Thomas and the Emergency Cable, is amazing. I love everything about this episode. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this episode. It has a great plot. I love what Thomas was his whole role in the episode, and like the trouble that he had with the man with the binoculars. It is amazing. I love it. So yep, those are all the episodes, and now we are going to talk about the reason why I have these characters here. So Toby is here with Henrietta because they're the main characters in Signals Crossed. Marion is here because she's the main character in Marion and the Pipe. Duncan is here because he's the main character in Duncan and the Grumpy Passenger. Bill, Ben, and Timothy are here because they're the main characters in No Steam Without Coal. And Thomas is here with Annie and Clarabelle because they're the emergency cables and they're the main characters, I meant to say, in Thomas and the Emergency Cable. So, yep, those are all the characters, the reason why I have them here. And now I'm going to give you my thoughts about this release. So this is a great release. Most of them are great episodes. Why doesn't it play the engine roll call at the end? This is the only CGI DVD like that not to have the engine roll call at the end. Like Trouble on the Tracks, how in the UK it has 2 extra episodes for the UK DVD, and the 2 episodes that are on Trouble on the Tracks in the UK that are extra are they are on the Tales on the Rails DVD, that being Duck and the Slip Coaches and Missing Gator, the Tales on the Rails DVD with 3 episodes of season 19. This in the UK has 2 extra episodes, that being Spencer's VIP and Toad's Bright Idea, but for some reason they never put Spencer's VIP and Toad's Bright Idea on a US DVD. Like they did with the 2 extra episodes on the UK Trouble on the Tracks, put them on the US DVD Tales on the Rails. But for here, the 2 extra episodes in this release, that being Spencer's VIP and Toad's Bright Idea, why? They never put them on a US DVD. Like, Toad's Bright Idea is one of my favorite season 18 episodes. That would have been a great episode for a US DVD. That means that those are the only 2 season 18 episodes that were not released on US home media, like how all of season 17 was put on US home media. Anyways, this is all I have to say about this review of Signals Crossed. I hope you enjoyed this DVD review, and stay tuned for Dinos and Discoveries.